to Zero to Superhero. The reason we are having this in a very unique location is A, our workouts are going to be very unique. B, if you are really a superhero, you're not going to be in a comfortable gym. You're going to be on a set. So pretend this is a set. And sometimes it can get like cold and sometimes it can get windy, but you know what? You're here, and that means you want to change your life. We have to really be mindful. We're all different levels in here. It's not just one level. Everybody that I've read about has got different goals. Okay, so we're going to talk about your goal today. And I'm also going to talk about how you're going to get to your goal. We've got 10 weeks. Now, what's reasonable in 10 weeks? Not 20 pounds. It's possible if you were really heavy and you really needed to lose 20 pounds, you could lose that quicker. But what you want to do is not think about that. I want everybody in here to come with one piece of clothing for next week for Sunday. We're going to do the clothing thing because if I have an actor who has to fit into a cat suit, she hangs that cat suit up on her door, and every time she walks by it, she sees it. So if you guys want to have a visual something, whatever it is, some pair of jeans that you don't fit into, I find clothing to be better than weight. Weight on a scale. I don't know about you. I go up and down. I don't even own a scale. I don't know what I weigh right now. All I know is I feel pretty good. I'm 58. My knees are always got some issues, but that's part of being 58 and a gymnast. So I'm not going to be what I was at 28. But you know what? I can keep walking. I know I have to change from running to biking, things like that. You have to adjust your workout as you get older, and that's fine. It's not a problem. So think about what you're going to bring for your goal wardrobe. Goal wardrobe. Now, if you don't have any weight to lose and you're not really, maybe it's something, maybe there's a different goal. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a picture of somebody that you go, oh, I want to have muscles like that, or whatever it is. So bring something. We started with about a half-hour walk, and we worked our way up to at least 5K, and that was pretty much every day. He walked about 15,000 steps every day over 4 weeks, and every week he lost 2 pounds. Tammy did the same thing and lost 2 pounds a week? Yep, so a total of 12 pounds in 4 or 5 weeks. This was through a walking program, which is what we're going to start today in a way that I feel it's going to really help you guys. All right, so we'll do that our own thing later. Thank you very much. The other thing they did do was they cut the extra calories during the week, which is what we get from drinking, basically. So any kind of alcohol during the week was literally gone. And that's how they could keep the calorie count down. So I don't know if you guys know how many calories are in a pound. Do you know how many calories are in a pound? No, it's 3,500 calories. So the thing is, there's a lot of calories in 1 pound. If you're up 3,500 calories in a week, you're going to gain a pound. If you're down 3,500 calories in a week, you're going to lose a pound. So if you divide that by 7, that's 500 calories each day. So you have to either exercise 250 and eat 250 less for minus 500. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's all about numbers. I've worked with women who've had babies and want to lose the weight in 25 pounds in whatever, a month or whatever. So it usually takes them 2 months, but they do lose it by this formula, by this method. Let's find out what your resting heart rate is. Do you know how to do that? I'm going to get a stopwatch. 1 second. All right, I'm going to time 10 seconds. You take your fingers, 2 fingers, and you put it on your carotid artery. When you find it, you should hear it go beat, beat, beat. All right, if you found it, put your hand up. All right, everybody who's found it, do it on your wrist if you want. All right, I'm going to time 10 seconds, okay? I'm going to time 10 seconds, and you're going to tell me, you're going to think of your number, whatever number it is, multiply by 6, okay? Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Stop. All right, take that number, multiply by 6. So, what number did you have? Tab? 72? Okay, so if it's around 72, that's a good resting heart rate. If you're at 100 something, let me know. Everybody's pretty good? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna figure out where we should be training the zone, the number, so that when you go on your walk, your first walk, you're gonna hit that number because you're gonna walk at a good pace. Do you know what I mean? You could be saying that you walk and you walk like this, but it's not an active walk. It needs to be at a pace where you get your heart rate into that zone. So take that number, you can use your phone. Oh yeah, 220 minus your age. You can use your phone. So 220 minus your age, you got that number? Does everybody have a phone? Okay, so 220 minus your age, now multiply that by 0.8. Do you guys all have a pen and paper? Okay, Mom will hand out the paper and the pens. So this is the number literally you have to be training at. 0.8. So 220 minus your age, 220 minus your age times 0.8. That's yours? Okay, all right. Okay, she figured out hers, 132. Did you guys figure it out? 128? All right. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do today for our workout, because we were talking about 0, and a few people are at 0 in here. Couch surfing counts as a 0. So we are going to go on a walk, but you're only going to walk 1,000 steps. Here's our goal. You're going to go out the door, and you're going to walk 1,000 steps, and then you're going to be back here. And I want to know, when you're back, when you take your heart rate, what your heart rate is. So that means when you go walking, you've got to walk, all right? And I want your heart rate to get higher than 76, which is your resting. And then take your heart rate. So you're going to have to take a 10-second read when you come back here. Now know this, we are training in the environment of superheroes. Sometimes it's going to be cold outside, so you guys need your warm clothes with you all the time, because it's not a luxury training course we're doing here. We're doing a hardcore superhero from 0 to superhero. Today's the 0. But every day you're going to add on. I need to know your personal time, or whether you get your heart rate up when you walk 1,000 steps. You should be done in 10 minutes, right? Like 1,000 steps should take you 10 minutes. Walk out 500 and back 500. All right, everybody, if you've got your buddy, whatever, go to the front door. I would say go outside because it's nice. And then watch your time and start. And then when you come back, take your heart rate. So they're leaving for their first walking assignment, because this week it's all about walking. It's not about climbing mountains. We just need to get going. So that's what we're doing. So it's a 10-minute warm-up. You know, and if you're at a condition where you can jog some of it, go ahead. It's basically up to you, but that's 1,000 steps. And we're going to go from there. The first week, you're going to do active 3,000 a day. So Mom, you want to hand that thing out? Hand those little... So what that means is it's not about you walking around the house 3,000 steps and you get to check it off. I want you to go active for 3,000 steps, 5 days during this first week. All right, and you can walk it, you can jog it, you can do whatever, but I need 3,000 every single day, 5 days this week, on top of what you're normally doing. Any questions? So really, yes? Pardon? 3,000 steps. No, so you're trying to hit that heart rate in there somewhere, but not the whole time. You don't have to do that. My mom is handing out these little pieces of paper. You can keep them down on your mat. We're going to add to the thing the next week and the next week. So stick this on your wall at home. It's going to become a pyramid of healthy habits. And I'm changing it every week. So this is the first week you'll walk 3,000 for 5 days. You might not do that next week. You might do something else. So I'm gradually taking you up to the level at the 10-week mark that it's going to be. I'm sneaking it on you. So you have a buddy system in this. Whoever your buddy is, I want you to check in with each other during the week. Just send a text. Yo, did you do your steps? You know what I mean? Like, if you have a buddy, you need to check in with your buddy.